Hello everyone. Today I am going to discuss with you the types of adsorption, distinction between physical and chemical adsorption, and one more point is that is Freundlich adsorption isothermal pre- presented by me. In this today's lecture we are going to focus on the types of adsorption. On the basis of interaction forces between adsorbate and adsorbent, the adsorption is of two types. Which are the two types? First is physical adsorption. Now, physical adsorption is also known as physisorption. Okay, it is due to the weak van der Waals forces between the adsorbate and adsorbent. In last lecture, we have also discussed about the definition behind adsorbate and adsorbent, which are the terms useful for in the adsorption. Now, as far as example is considered, in a physical adsorption, hydrogen and nitrogen gases adsorb on coconut charcoal is the example of physical adsorption. Now, the second type of adsorption is the chemical adsorption. Okay, this type of adsorption is also known as chemisorption. Like physisorption, chemical adsorption is also known as chemisorption. This chemical adsorption is due to the strong chemical forces of bonding between the adsorbate and adsorption. But in physical adsorption, it is due to the weak van der Waals forces of attraction between the adsorbate and adsorbent. For example, the formation of iron nitride on the surface when the iron is heated in nitrogen gas at 623 Kelvin. That is, when iron is heated at nitrogen gas at 623, there is formation of iron nitride in the surface. Adsorption of a gas on a solid is spontaneous and also it is a exothermic reaction. That is, heat is liberated. Okay. Now, whatever may be the heat is liberated, that amount of heat is liberated when a unit mass of gas is adsorbed on the surface is called heat of adsorption. Again, I am repeating this. That is the amount of heat liberated when a unit mass of a gas is adsorbed on the surface. It is called as adsorption. Heat of adsorption. Now, I am going to see with you the diagrammatic representation of physical adsorption and chemical adsorption. This is the schematic diagram of physical adsorption, which is also called as physisorption, and this is chemical adsorption, which is also called as chemisorption. Now, we will see here the characteristics of physisorption and chemisorption. First, the characteristics of physical adsorption. There are some of the characteristics of physical adsorption which deals with you to distinguish between physical adsorption and chemical adsorption. So first type is physical adsorption. This type of adsorption is caused by physical forces as its name suggests. Second is physical adsorption is a weak phenomenon. Third one is physical adsorption is a multi-layered process. And fourth one is physical adsorption is not specific and takes place all over the adsorbent. This point you have to keep in mind. The another important factor on physical adsorption is that is surface area, temperature, pressure, nature of adsorbate also affects the physisorption. And the last point is about physical adsorption is that That is, energy for activation is very low. It is about 20 to 40 kilojoule per mole. Now we are going to discuss the characteristics of chemical adsorption. As far as the name suggests, this chemical adsorption is caused by chemical forces. Chemical adsorption is a very strong process. Third one is this chemical adsorption is almost a single layered phenomenon, while that of physical adsorption is a multi-layered phenomenon which can be distinguishing point between them. Fourth one is chemical adsorption is highly specific while physical adsorption is not specific and takes place at reaction centers on the adsorbent. The surface area, temperature, nature of adsorbate, these factors affects chemical adsorption. The energy of activation for chemical adsorption is very high. It is near about 40 to 400 kilojoule per mole. Now, we are going to discuss the distinction between physical adsorption and chemical adsorption. Already we have studied about the characteristics for physical adsorption and chemical adsorption. From these characteristics, we can distinguish between physical adsorption and chemical adsorption. First point is that the weak van der Waals forces are present between adsorbent and adsorbent in physical adsorption, while in chemical adsorption there are very strong chemical bonds which are covalent one are formed between the adsorbate and adsorbent. Second point, it has very low heat of adsorption, that is near about 20 to 40 kilojoule per mole, while in chemical adsorption it has high heat of adsorption, that is about 40 to 200 kilojoule per mole. Third point, multilayers of adsorbed particles are formed in physical adsorption, while in chemical adsorption monolayer of adsorbed particles are formed. Fourth point, physical adsorption is not specific in nature, while chemical adsorption is specific in nature. The physical adsorption process is reversible one, while the chemical adsorption process is irreversible one. Physical adsorption occurs at ordinary temperature, while the chemical adsorption occurs at high temperature. The other points behind this distinguishing between physical and chemical adsorption are as follows. Physical adsorption is dependent on temperature and pressure, while in case of chemical adsorption, it is slow at low temperature and occurs at a higher rate with an increase in pressure. In physical adsorption, energy of activation is very low, while in chemical adsorption, energy of activation is involved is high. Now, as pressure of the adsorbate in the physical adsorption increases, the rate of the reaction is also increases. While in case of chemical adsorption, it is decreases with increase in pressure of the adsorbate. Example, clay, silica gel are the examples of physical adsorption. In chemical adsorption, the rubbing of paint balm on the forehead. Now we are going to discuss the new concept, that is adsorption isotherm. Usually the adsorption is described by isotherms, which is due to the fact that temperature plays an important role, or it has a great effect on the whole process. While there are several isothermal models that are used to describe the adsorption technique. These include, first is Freundlich adsorption isothermal theory, and second is about Langmuir adsorption theory. Here we are going to discuss in this lecture, that is Freundlich adsorption isotherm. This Freundlich adsorption isotherm is obeyed by adsorption where the adsorbate forms a monomolecular layer on the surface of adsorbent. This point you have to kept in mind, that is, which is important one. The mathematical expression for Freundlich theory is A is equal to x by m is equal to k into p raised to 1 upon n, where n is greater than 1. Where in the above expression x represents amount of gas is adsorbed on m gram of adsorbent, and k and n are the adsorption constant. Here P is the pressure and N is always greater than 1. The major drawback for adsorption isotherm for Freundlich is that it fails at high pressure. It could not explain the multi-layered adsorption process. Now we will see about the graphical representation of Freundlich adsorption isotherm. In 1909, German scientist Freundlich provided an empirical relationship between the amount of gas adsorbed by a unit mass of a solid adsorbent and a pressure at a particular temperature, and it is expressed in using the equation that is already I am giving to you, is A is equal to x upon m is equal to k into p raised to 1 upon n, where n is greater than 1. Where also x is the mass of gas adsorbed on mass m of adsorbent at pressure P. And K and N are the constant which are dependent on the nature of the adsorbent and the gas at a particular temperature. Here I am showing you the graphical representation. To test Freundlich adsorption isotherm, we can plot the graph of log of x upon m on y-axis on this axis and log p on this x-axis. The nature of the graph is as follows. That is, the straight line is intersects at y position. Therefore, we get the intercept on y-axis. The slope of straight line gives the value of 1 upon n, while the intercept on y-axis gives the value of a log k. See here, and here I have shown you the slope, that is equal to b upon a equal to 1 upon n. Another graphical representation is that is the graph of x by m versus p. The nature of the graph is like this. The last point of this Freundlich adsorption isotherm is about limitations. First limitation: Freundlich adsorption isotherm only approximately explains the behavior of adsorption. The value of n in between the 0 and 1. Therefore, the equation holds good only for limited range of pressure. That is, there are few cases. First one is when 1 upon n equal to 0, x upon m is equal to constant. Thus, the adsorption is independent of pressure. When 1 upon n is equal to 1, x by m is equal to k into p. That is, x upon m is directly proportional to pressure P, that is, adsorption is directly proportional to pressure. Thus, we have discussed about the types of adsorption and Freundlich adsorption isotherm. Thank you.